And welcome to the Auto Today show. My name is Dipayan Datta and you're joining me today at the TVS plant in Hosur to get acquainted with a brand new motorcycle in the 125cc commuter space. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the TVS Raider 125. Now, its inception comes from quite an interesting thought that TVS had recently, where they realized that you have your sporty bikes on one side which are stylish, feature loaded and are targeted at the youth, and on the other side you have your blandish commuters that are usually targeted at the older generation. But as Gen Z expands, there are more and more of us who don't care about performance, but that doesn't mean that they're willing to sacrifice on features or style. And that's exactly where this TVS Raider comes in, as a commuter motorcycle loaded with features and sharp styling that will appeal to the younger generation of commuters without needing them to go out and buy a sporty motorcycle that they may not need. Now, what I think really sets the TVS Raider apart is the design. From the moment you look at it, it stands out of a pack of commuter motorcycles. It's got all the ingredients: sharp lines, bright colors, contrasting panels, DRLs up front, sharp LEDs at the back. In fact, it looks very sporty. But TVS is now teaching us that sporty looks don't really have anything to do with performance. They look good to us and they look good to almost anyone who'll see it. Who doesn't want to ride a good looking motorcycle? And I think that is the niche that the Raider will fill, especially in the commuter segment, where a good looking motorcycle has been a long time coming. But it's not just looks that TVS intend to win you over with when it comes to the new TVS Raider. This commuter motorcycle is packed full of features from the time you look at it. So let's take a closer look at really what the TVS Raider has to offer.
The Raider will be sold in two trims, one with a reverse LCD panel like the one you see in this review, and a connected version with TVS's Smart Connect TFT screen, along with a whole laundry list of smart features, mobile telephony, navigation and some telematic features. But wait, there's more. The Raider will also be the first commuter motorcycle to offer shift on the fly riding modes even on the base variant. Two riding modes to choose from are Power and Eco and are pretty self-explanatory. That aside, in Eco mode the Raider also gets an auto on-off function that works pretty seamlessly, requiring only a small twist of the throttle to restart the motor. The tank also comes with an integrated USB charging point as standard across all variants. Die-cast foot pegs, brushed chrome-like covers for the exhaust add to the premium appeal. It is really hard to look away from the intrinsic value proposition of this motorcycle vis-a-vis segment even before you jump in the saddle. Thumb the starter and the motor comes alive with a quiet dignity that we have not seen in 125cc single-cylinder two-wheelers outside of automatic scooters. The 3-valve 125cc fuel-injected single is in no way pushing the limits of performance but doesn't shy away from it either, with a more than respectable peak output of 11.2 bhp at 7500 rpm and 11.2 Nm of peak torque at 6000 rpm. What I think is really interesting is the amount of engineering that has gone into this single cylinder motor. From the moly coated pistons to a heat treated clutch, this motor is among the gold standards of what the 125cc segment has on offer. The fact that this also includes a Honda makes it all that much more of a compliment. From the moment you thumb the silent starter, the bike settles into a burbly idle with notably absent vibrations. It's refined, but the extent of the refinement is only apparent once you started riding. Even when you're really pushing the limits of these commuters, like we were out on TVS's test track, what stands out is how refined the motor is, with almost no vibrations creeping back to the rider. It gives you the sense that TVS could have in fact gone for more power and torque, but instead chose to opt for a comfortable ride instead. Even when you're close to the claimed top speed of 99 km/h, the engine doesn't really feel strained or pushed to the limit. The fact that peak power kicks in as low as 7500 rpm is a clear indicator of this. The 5-speed gearbox too is pretty slick and requires only a nudge to engage the next gear. Finally, the throaty exhaust adds some character to the Raider's oral appeal, but it's the refinement and tractability of the engine and gearbox that makes all the difference.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our video review of the new TVS Raider. Let us know what you think of this new motorcycle in the comments, whether you like it, whether this is a commuter that appeals to you. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the review and subscribe to the Auto Today channel if you haven't already. Meanwhile, as far as our verdict goes, I think that this motorcycle has a lot going for it. It's feature packed, it looks stylish, and I think TVS have really hit upon something when they say that Gen Z doesn't have a commuter that is built to suit its requirements. I think that this motorcycle really fills that gap well and will have a very strong future in the years to come. But that will be left to be seen once the motorcycle is launched and hits the road in India. Thank you so much for watching. This is DD signing off.